That familiar feeling of stiffness when you first get out of bed in the morning, where your knees and ankles protest with a quiet creak. Or perhaps you know the heavy, tired sensation in your legs after an afternoon of light gardening. A feeling that seems far too deep for the small amount of work you did. Maybe it's the frustration of having your precious sleep interrupted, not once but twice a night, by the need to visit the bathroom, leaving you groggy and unrested the next day. You might even find yourself feeling strangely exhausted after a simple trip to the grocery store, needing a long sit down just to recover. For many of us over 50, these little signals from our body have become a part of daily life. We chalk them up to just getting older. We might even try to fight back by being more active, determined to walk those 10,000 steps a day, believing that more movement is always the answer. But what if that very effort, the one we think is protecting our health, is actually draining our deepest energy reserves? From a traditional Chinese medicine perspective, true vitality in our later years isn't about pushing our bodies to the limit. It's about learning to preserve and wisely use our foundational energy, the very essence that governs our longevity and daily well-being. For decades, we've been encouraged to believe that walking more is the ultimate key to a long and healthy life. The goal of 10,000 steps has been promoted as a universal standard for fitness, while staying active is undeniably important. A one-size-fits-all approach doesn't account for the changes our bodies go through as we mature. Recent scientific studies are beginning to align with an ancient wisdom that traditional Chinese medicine has held for centuries for those over 70. Excessive high-maintenance impact walking can sometimes do more harm than good. Think of it this way: when we are young, our bodies are like brand-new cars with resilient shock absorbers and a full tank of premium fuel. We can handle long journeys and bumpy roads with ease. As we age, our bodies are more like cherished classic cars. They are still powerful and beautiful, but their systems require more gentle care. Pushing them too hard on rough terrain can wear down the parts faster. Modern research shows that excessive walking can put repetitive stress on the knee joints, gradually wearing down the protective cartilage and increasing the risk of osteoarthritis. This continuous physical demand can also trigger a state of low-grade, chronic inflammation throughout the body, a process that science now identifies as a primary driver of aging. In TCM, we understand this through the concept of kidney Qi. Imagine your kidney Qi as your body's foundational battery. It's an inheritance of vital energy you are born with, and it powers your entire life. This battery determines your constitutional strength, the health of your bones, the function of your hormonal systems, and your overall stamina. Throughout life, we draw on this battery. A healthy lifestyle with good food, proper rest, and balanced emotions helps to conserve its charge. However, chronic stress, poor diet, and overaggression act like constant, significant withdrawals. For older adults, excessive walking without proper support or rest can become one of these major withdrawals. It depletes the kidney Qi, leading to symptoms like lower back soreness, weak knees, fatigue that isn't relieved by sleep, and a decline in overall vitality. When the kidney Qi is weak, the very foundation of our health becomes shaky. This is why just counting steps misses the bigger picture. The true goal is not to see how much we can spend our energy, but to learn how to cultivate and protect it. Let me share a story about a gentleman I'll call Mr. Chen, a retired school teacher of 70-3. He was incredibly proud of his discipline, walking 12,000 steps every single day, rain or shine. But he came to see me because he was troubled. Despite his impressive step count, his knees ached constantly. He felt a deep, unshakable exhaustion by mid-afternoon, and he was waking up multiple times a night. He was doing everything he was told was healthy, yet he felt like he was aging faster. From a TCM perspective, his pattern was clear. His relentless walking was draining his kidney Qi and putting a strain on his spleen, the organ system responsible for transforming food into energy. Instead of nourishing him, his exercise was depleting him. We didn't stop his movement entirely, we changed its nature. We replaced his long, arduous walks with short, gentle 10-minute strolls after each meal to support his digestion. We introduced twice-weekly sessions of gentle Tai Chi to improve his balance and circulate his qi without drawing his joints. We also added a simple nightly routines. A 1-foot soak with ginger to warm his channels and calm his mind for better sleep. The changes weren't dramatic overnight, but week by week, he noticed small shifts. First, he started sleeping through the night. Then, the ache in his knees began to soften. After a couple of months, that deep afternoon fatigue was replaced by a steady, gentle energy. He was moving less, but he felt more alive. Mr. Chen's journey shows us that true wellness comes from listening to our bodies and giving them what they need, which is often ungentle nourishment. Not forceful pushing, he was making steady progress through consistent care. So how can we shift our focus from just counting steps to truly nourishing our bodies for the long run? It starts with understanding a few core principles of TCM and applying them through simple daily actions. These strategies are about working with your body's natural wisdom, not against it. First is the crucial strategy of nourishing kidney essence, which is like tending to the root system of a magnificent old tree. Your kidney system in TCM is the foundation of your entire body's vitality, governing your bones, your hearing, your willpower, and your core energy reserves. If you often experience a dull ache in your lower back, weakness in your knees, find yourself getting up frequently at night to use the bathroom, or feel a deep-seated fatigue that sleep doesn't seem to fix, your kidney essence may need some support. Nourishing it means you are replenishing your body's deepest savings account of energy. One of the most effective and simple ways to do this at home is through gentle strength training that supports the lower body. Chair squats are perfect. Simply stand in front of a sturdy chair and, holding onto something for balance if needed, slowly lower yourself as if you are about to sit down, then rise back up before your body touches the chair. Aim for just 5 to 8 repetitions. Twice a week. This builds strength in your legs and lower back, the domain of the kidneys, without stressing the joints. Diet-wise, incorporate more black-colored foods, as black is the color associated with the kidney organ system in TCM. Think black sesame seeds, black beans, black rice, and wood ear mushrooms. A spoonful of black sesame paste in your morning oatmeal can be a wonderfully nourishing habit. Next, we must focus on strengthening the spleen, our body's energy factory. In TCM, the spleen isn't the anatomical organ but a system responsible for digestion. Imagine it as a gentle, slow-burning stove. When it's working well, it efficiently transforms the food we eat into qi and blood, the energy and nourishment that fuel every part of our body. If you often feel bloated after eating, have loose stools, a lack of appetite, or a heavy, foggy feeling, your spleen qi might be weak. A weak spleen stove can't cook the food properly, leading to dampness and a lack of energy. The best way to support your spleen is with the ancient 100-step rule after meals. This doesn't mean a long, strenuous walk. It simply means getting up after you eat and taking a very slow, mindful stroll for just 2 or 3 minutes. This gentle movement stimulates the digestive process without diverting energy away from it. Diet is also key. The spleen loves warmth and dislikes cold, raw foods. Favor warm, cooked meals like soups, stews, and roasted vegetables. A small bowl of warm pumped inner sweet potato akani for breakfast is a wonderfully gentle way to kindle your digestive fire for the day. Another vital approach is soothing the liver, which acts as our body's great stress manager. The liver system in TCM ensures the smooth and harmonious flow of qi, or vital energy, throughout the entire body. Think of it as a skilled traffic controller. When the liver is happy, traffic flows smoothly. But when we are stressed, frustrated, or rushed, it creates a traffic jam. This stagnant liver qi can cause symptoms like irritability, frequent sighing, tension in the neck and shoulders, and even digestive upset. People with liver qi stagnation often feel stuck both emotionally and physically. To keep your energy flowing freely, incorporate gentle, flowing movements into your day. This is where practices like Qigong and Tai Chi are so beneficial. Their slow, deliberate movements help to stretch the channels and release tension, encouraging qi to move smoothly. Even 5 minutes of simple, mindful stretching in the morning can make a world of difference. You can also sip on calming herbal teas. A simple tea made from chrysanthemum flowers or mint leaves can help to gently soothe the liver and ease tension. We also need to warm our yang energy, which is like tending to the pilot light of our internal furnace. Yang is the active, warm, and dynamic energy in our body. It's what keeps our metabolism running, our digestion strong, and our bodies warm. If you are someone who always feels cold, has cold hands and feet, lacks motivation and drive, or has achy joints that feel worse than cold, damp weather, you may need to nourish your yang. A weak inner furnace means the body struggles to generate the warmth and energy needed for optimal function. A wonderfully simple and comforting way to do this is with a nightly warm foot soak. Soaking your feet in warm water for 15 minutes before bed not only feels heavenly, but also helps to draw energy downward, calming the mind and warming the entire body. You can boost its effect by adding a few slices of fresh ginger to the water. Include warming spices like ginger, cinnamon, and cloves. Starting your day with a warm breakfast and avoiding ice drinks can help protect and build your precious yang energy. Finally, we must always remember to nourish blood and fluids, the rivers that moisturize and sustain our body. Blood and fluids and TCM are the material basis for our physical and mental well-being. They lubricate our joints, nourish our skin and hair, and anchor our spirit, allowing for restful sleep. If you experience dry skin or eyes, brittle nails, dizziness when you stand up too quickly, or have trouble falling or staying asleep, you might need to build your blood and fluids. The most fundamental step is proper hydration, but it's about how you hydrate. Instead of chugging cold water, sip warm or room-temperature water throughout the day. Dehydration makes the blood thicker, which strains the heart and deprives tissues of nourishment. A glass of warm water about 30 minutes before any activity helps to lubricate your joints and prepare your body for movement. To nourish blood through diet, include dark leafy greens like spinach, as well as red-colored foods like goji berries, and beets. A small handful of goji berries steeped in hot water makes a lovely, blood-building tea. Remember, these are not quick fixes, but daily acts of care. Lasting health is built through gentle, consistent persistence. To make these principles easy to apply, here are 2 simple daily routines you can weave into your life. They are designed to be gentle, nourishing, and supportive for most people over 50. The first is a nightly calm the spirit ginger foot soak. This is more than just a way to warm your feet, it's a ritual to signal to your body and mind that it's time to unwind and prepare for deep, restorative sleep. All you will need is a basin large enough for both feet, a few slices of fresh ginger, about 3 or 4 coin-sized pieces, and a tablespoon of Epsom salt, which is optional but wonderful for relaxing muscles. In the evening, about an hour before you plan to go to sleep, bring a small pot of water to a boil with the ginger slices. Let it simmer for about 5 minutes to release the warming properties of the ginger. Pour this ginger-infused water into your basin, and add enough warm tap water to comfortably cover your ankles. Stir in the Epsom salt if you are using it. Sit in a comfortable chair and soak your feet for about 15 to 20 minutes, or until the water starts to cool. This routine is especially helpful for those who have trouble sleeping, feel cold often, or have achy joints in their legs and feet. However, if you have open wounds on your feet, severe varicose veins, or very high, uncontrolled blood pressure, it's best to check with your healthcare provider first. After your soak, take a moment to notice how you feel. A good sign that it's working for you is a feeling of gentle warmth spreading up your legs and a sense of deep relaxation and calmness in your mind. The second routine is a simple, nourishing, energized goji berry and red tea to enjoy in the morning or early afternoon. This gentle tonic helps to build blood and qi, supporting your energy levels without the jittery effects of caffeine. For 1 cup, you will need about 10 to 12 dried goji berries and 2 or 3 pitted, dried red dates, also known as jujubes. Simply place the berries and dates in a mug and pour boiling water over them. Cover the mug and let it steep for at least 10 to 15 minutes. You can drink the tea and then eat the softened fruits, which are full of nourishment. The best time for this tea is in the morning or after lunch, as it provides a gentle boost of energy. It is particularly good for people who often feel a bit tired, experience dry eyes from reading or screen time, or have a pale complexion. However, this tea is quite nourishing and can be a bit heavy for some. If you are currently dealing with a cold or flu, or if you have a tendency toward bloating and a heavy feeling in your body, it's best to skip this tea for now. A good self-minus check is to notice how you feel after drinking it. If it makes you feel comfortably warm and gently energized, it's a great fit. If it makes you feel more bloated or heavy, your body might need something lighter at this time. One of the most important things to remember on your wellness journey is that what works wonders for your neighbor might not be right for you. It's a common mistake to hear about a miracle food or a specific exercise and jump to adopt it without listening to your own body. Your friend might feel amazing after drinking cooling cucumber juice every morning, but if you are someone who already tends to feel cold and has a sluggish digestion, that same juice could weaken your spleen and leave you feeling even more tired and bloated. Traditional Chinese medicine is built on the principle of individual pattern differentiation. This means that true healing and balance come from understanding your unique constitution and your body's current state, not from following a universal rule. Copying others without this understanding can often lead to frustration and disappointment. It's not that the remedy is bad, but that it may not match your specific needs at this moment. So, be a gentle detective with your own body. Pay attention to the small signals it sends you after you eat a certain food or try a new activity. The goal is to become your own best health advocate. If you've tried something that everyone else loves but it just doesn't feel right for you, feel free to share your experience. And I can help you see if this approach is right for you. Every small, mindful step you take towards better health is a true victory. It's not about grand, sweeping changes but about the consistent, gentle care you show yourself each day. Be patient and kind with your body. It has carried you through a lifetime of experiences, and it deserves to be nourished, not drained. True longevity isn't about chasing a number, whether it's an age or a step count. It's about cultivating a quality of life filled with vitality, ease, and joy. Send this to someone you care about who might need this gentle reminder. Have you experienced that feeling of being tired despite being active? Your story could help someone else feel understood. For those who feel their energy is constantly fluctuating, comment with the word balance. And I'll suggest a simple daily method you can try. Share this with a friend who often feels tired, so they don't ignore their body's important signals. Remember, the real goal isn't just to add years to our life, but to add life, energy, and joy to our years.